new. We're learning, we're building, we want to keep winning, and hopefully you can be here next time. But I love you both. Take it easy. Shout out to everybody. Thank you and love you all. God bless.
Tommy, congratulations. Give it up for Tommy Fury, everyone. Morrow, back to you.
All right, Titan of Twitter, thank you very much, as Tommy Fury is victorious in his American debut, goes the 4-round distance in picking up a shutout victory over Anthony Taylor. All right, we are just getting started. The first of our 5 fights is in the books. Let's go back to Brian Custer.
Okay, Mo, thank you very much. As you see Tommy Fury do some interviews there with our overseas partners. Listen, he's green, so he certainly needs some work in, but he gets the victory. That's the important thing for Tommy Fury. Now, we captured some audio in the corner during this fight, and we call it trainer tracks.
He's scared, Tommy. He's scared. He's scared of you, my champ. You know what time it is. TNT time.
Hey, you're looking good. He realized now it ain't going to be easy.
Can you keep your hands up? Because he's just looking for the loop behind. So everything you do, when you finish punch, bring it back.
You gotta bring your hands up when you're coming out. He's catching you coming out, right? So I need you to double jab, feint, slip inside, come over the top with the right hand.
It's a better round. Why? Because you're landing clean shots from the middle distance. Yeah. See, when you have the space in between, you can land your powers to shot. Yeah. So make sure that when you throw your jabs in your straight hand, keep a distance in between.
I won that round. No, listen, don't worry about winning the round, okay? You're not punching. You're not fighting. You're not boxing. You're running. You're falling around. You look like you're tired. Stop trying to fight him on the outside. He's not respecting it. All right? Let's go.
Another round, right?
Yeah. Oh, 4 rounds. You'll win this fucking fight.
So we're just underway here in Cleveland. And right now, let me bring in 2 really special guests, both with a unique connection and perspective on tonight's main event. Joining me here, how about this guy here? This is Jake Paul's older brother. This is Logan Paul, and we know this man there. That's the Bellator MMA featherweight world champion known as the Mercenary, A.J. McKee. Gentlemen, welcome to the broadcast. And, Logan, let me start with you because, you've been training alongside with your brother. He's been very confident all throughout the build-up for this fight, saying that it won't go 3 rounds. Why is he so confident?
Listen, man, the right hand is a cannonball. I'm going to be honest with you. The kid has such heavy hands. I just don't see how anyone could survive it. If he gets you clean in the temple, which is all he does, because as dumb as we all think Jake Paul is, bro, come on. It's all calculated. It's all strategic. The kid has a fucking LCD. Can I swear on the podcast?
It is showtime,
right?
Yes.
The kid has an LCD screen on his shorts. I don't know if I, blew it and blew the surprise, but, everything he does is so strategic and calculated, including where he hits you in the head. And when that cannonball comes down on your temple, the back of the head or your chin, you don't survive. He's much smarter than everyone thinks, especially in the boxing ring. I've seen the kid spar over and over and over again. And I'm his own brother, and every time I'm like, damn, this kid really boxes smart. He's playing chess with his fists. He's not the angry kid everyone thinks he is. He uses it, but he's too smart and too calculated in the ring. I don't see Tyron going past 3 rounds either, to be honest with you.
AJ, let me ask you, because you come from the discipline where Tyron is here in MMA, but when it comes to MMA and boxing, it's different. The stances are different. The training is different. How big of a deal is that tonight for Tyron Woodley?
I think it's a big deal. The thing with Tyron is he's had a great run in his mixed martial arts career, but I feel like this fight is a new world for him. It's something new he can step into and just kind of write a new path for himself. I'm excited for this fight. He's got a lot on the line, and he's got to show up and show out tonight, and I think he knows that.
So Logan, listen. Last time we saw you was on Showtime pay-per-view, and you took on Floyd Mayweather there in Miami in June. What advice did you give your brother, especially coming out in an atmosphere like this in such a big fight? What did you tell him?
No advice. We're so different, bro. We're yin and yang. We're the exact same, and we're the exact opposite. I say it all the time. Everything he needs to know or needs to have learned, He's already done it. You know, the best thing I can do right now is just be the support of Big Brother, let him know that he can do. I mean, he's got such an ironclad mental fortitude. He's impossible to break. Nothing I say is going to affect the outcome of tonight.
Most important thing then, AJ, you think for Tyron Woodley tonight in the ring?
Make him fight. You know, Jake, we haven't seen Jake fight, you know, so we don't know if Jake can take a punch, and I think that's a big key. So he's never seen someone with power like Woodley either, you know. He's done great, and that's the exciting part of this fight for me, is to see, can Jake handle the power? What happens when Jake gets hit? And like Logan said, self-belief is key, man. You got to believe in yourself, and he knows he has a job to do. So I also agree with him as well. Under 3, I think that's where the fight is for Woodley. Push the pace in the first 3.
Logan, we've seen you in these exhibitions. Will we see you in a professional fight like this going forward?
Baby, come on. Yeah, of course. I have to. This is the coolest thing on the planet. Like, you think about the Roman Colosseum and you watch the gladiators fight to the death. Look around. My brother filled up his arena in Cleveland, Ohio, his home city. It's the coolest thing anyone could ever ask for. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Fighters, bro, modern-day gladiators. There is no more dangerous athlete. When the fighter walks in the room, everyone feels it. He's got a presence, and it's cool. I love it. I love the sport. I love entertaining. And honestly, I'm fucking good, bro. I retired Floyd Mayweather. The dude's on my highlight reel. I busted his eardrum. So yeah, I'm gonna be back in a big fucking way. I'm just on some shit right now. I'm doing something else, but I'll be back for sure.
I tell you what, we're going to have you guys before the main event to get your picks and all of that stuff. I appreciate the perspectives, guys. Thank you very much. Hey, listen, coming up next, we got a couple of 140-pounders. Ivan Baranchik, who was really on the losing end of that 2020 Fight of the Year, taking on Cleveland's very own Montana Love. And then later tonight, it is the main event. Jake Paul against the former UFC world champion Tyron Woodley. And, you know, in the build-up to this fight, Jake and Tyron have thrown verbal jabs and insults at every opportunity. But outside the ring, it's a much different story with their biggest supporters, their mothers, because between them, it's all love.
Tyron made a comment. Oh, everyone comes up to me and wants me to knock you out because nobody likes you. Like, what's with that? That bothers me because I don't think he wants that to be his legacy, to be hated. It's a role. It's like acting in a movie. And that's how I kind of consider it. And it can be uncomfortable as the mom.
I've been told by Jake's chef that he likes his 2 eggs over easy and then an omelet. Like, oh, okay.
I think he wants to turn that hate against Jake Paul. He wants to prove people wrong and eventually get there and be admired. And I think he will.
I think I'm looked at as the villain, but I don't care about people's perception of me. I'm purposely misunderstood. Like, I lean into it. I think that's why people want to see me get knocked out. I think my mom makes the best breakfast. Nothing like a good home-cooked meal.
That was the beat selecting process.
And I think you will.
Mom, you got to go in the room, Robert. We might make our hardest verse. You background. Hey, no disrespect. Okay, don't shut me down. Way to work. Mom, growing up, she was tough. You know, my dad wasn't really around, so she taught us about love and support, and we support each other. And if you fight, we all fight. And if you come home and your family's in a fight and you didn't swing, you getting your ass beat. And she always was there. She always was pushing me. And we got that bond. That's something you can never break. All I know is championship fights.
Feelings will fool you. You are the champ. He's misunderstood a lot, but that's okay. That's when the fight rises up in me. They misunderstood Jesus.
My mom's love for humanity and for what's right has always been there, and I don't understand it sometimes.
You got to give that kid credit where credit is due, man.
1,000%.
And I ain't taking him lightly. He's a real fighter. He gonna come in there and fight my son, and my son better fight the fuck back, and I ain't playing.
We're not gonna conversate about him here. Y'all want to go talk about him? Go over there. Sometimes she's talking to my opponents and talking good about them and hugging them up.
Jake, Mama Woodley's here to say hello.
Hi, Mama Woodley. Good, how are you?
I'm good.
Good to see you.
You too.
We're out here doing business.
Doing business. You ain't no slouch.
Yep.
We take you serious.
Appreciate it.
You're a grown-ass man. You and Tyron gonna get out there and beat each other ass.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
I appreciate that.
Thank you, Mama Woodley.
Love you, baby.
We'll see you.
It's business. This ain't nothing personal.
100%.
Give your mama a hug for me.
Okay, I will. Classy, classy, classy. She's smart and caring, loving, and understands that this fight business is like pretty ruthless. You know, there's definitely a soft spot in my heart for her.
Face off, face off.
You want our face off?
Yeah, face off.
That's our face off. That's like bad bullshit.
I think my mom and Tyron's mom are just both super sweet, super loving, caring, and see things from a really good perspective, and both just want what's best for their sons.
Know this, they're not adversaries, they're opponents.
Yeah.
They're going to work.
Yep.
And let's keep it clean.
That's right.
Because mama, y'all know mothers fuck y'all up over their children. Y'all know that, right?
You want more face off? Oh.
Jake Paul arriving here inside the venue. You know, his mother, Pam, says some of her son's antics are just that, an act to promote the fight. What isn't an act, she says, is his dedication to the sweet science and his desire to be taken seriously as a fighter. Paul believes this fight will prove he is, just like his moniker says, a problem in the ring, and on his way to becoming an influencer in the squared circle as he is on social media. Tyron Woodley has entered the building as well. His mother, Deborah, says her son has a fiery spirit, and it plays out in the ring whenever he feels he's been disrespected. And she believes the disrespect is clearly evident, with Jake Paul being listed as the betting favorite over her son. Deborah Woodley says Tyron was a great world champion in MMA and really has a burning desire to become a world champion in the sport of boxing as well. Now for the latest odds on the main event, as well as our next fight, Baranchyk and Love. Let's go back to that Barstool Sports bet desk. And here's Dave Portnoy and Dan Katz.
Thanks, Brian. I think the biggest shock watching those guys walk in is this in Jake Paul's hometown. Clearly, the crowd is going nuts for Tyron Woodley.
Yeah, he got a pop. Tyron Woodley got a pop there.
And also, you know you're with the professional, Brian Custer. I love Logan Paul. I think I heard Logan Paul say he retired Floyd Mayweather, and Custer just let him go. He didn't laugh. He didn't blink. He's like, okay, whatever you say. Real quick, the main event, where we're at. 52% of the money right now is actually on Woodley. The number one bet that people are placing, 80% of the money over 3.5 rounds. That fight comes tonight. I'm on that. That's a little hint. But first, Ivan Baranchyk.
Yep, nailed it.
Versus Montana Love.
This is a name fight, Dave. This is a name fight because I don't know if I'm even allowed to say this, but Montana Love, it's a porn star name. And guess what? Ivan is a Russian fighter name.
I don't want to bring up anything. You brought up porn stars. Tommy Fury, your future is in modeling, OnlyFans, not boxing. Free advice.
You stink at boxing, Tommy Fury. I don't. We lost our bet, but
worst
we won
$5,000 ever spent.
But all right, so this fight right here, I'm taking Ivan is -175 right now. Montana Love is +140. I'm doing two things here, Dave. I'm taking Ivan to win, and then I'm sprinkling him to knock Montana Love out +162. What do you have?
Dan, I have 15,000 on it. Ivan the Terrible Baranchyk by knockout. I watched the press conference. He controlled the press conference. The other guy looked scared. I don't like that we're on the same thing. We lose when we're together.
It's a name fight. You have to look at these two names and say, I'm taking the Ivan guy.
Can you cancel your bet? That's too bad. Back to you, Brian. Fight 2 coming up.
Okay, guys, thank you. You're right. 140 pounders back to go at it. Let's go back ringside. Here's Mauro Ranallo.
All right, BC, thank you very much. A former 140-pound champion, Ivan the Beast Baranchyk, set to battle Cleveland's own undefeated Montana Love in a bout scheduled for 10 rounds.
Well, fans, we are ready for our next attraction. Please welcome the fighters as they approach the ring. First joining us to the red corner, the undefeated super lightweight contender from Cleveland, Ohio, to pretty Montana Love.
You gotta be a dog to make it about the slum. You gotta be a dog to make it out where I'm from. You gotta be a dog. You gotta be a dog for my dogs, it's for my dogs. It's for my dogs, it's for my dogs. It's for my dogs, it's for my dogs. It's for my dogs, it's for my dogs. Look me in my eyes, you can tell that I'm alright. Hear the pain in my voice, and you know I'm down to slide. I ain't got a choice. You a dog, you a dog too. You can get bit if you try to touch a dog food. Leader of the pack, need some food for my dogs too. Leader of the pack, when I move, all my dogs move. I don't give up from the back like a dog do. If she move, from the back of the dog. Free all of my dogs too. Let all of my dogs loose. Shout out all my dogs, getting rich off that dog food. Scared everybody stand still when the dog move. You ain't gotta, you my dog. We get dog to fight and I'll run. You gotta be a dog to make it about the slums. You gotta be a dog. Make it out where I'm from. You gotta be a dog. Take everything you want. You gotta be a this for all my dogs. 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 Yeah. You gotta be a dog to make it about the slum. You gotta be a dog to make it out where I'm from. You gotta be a dog. Yeah.
Well, we are in Cleveland now, home of the dog pound when it comes to the Browns, and obviously Montana Love, a live dog in this homecoming, fighting in his hometown for just the second time in his pro career, undefeated at 15-0-1. And he's already shown a lot of resilience in his life, overcame 16 months in prison for grand theft and drug charges committed soon after his pro debut, and now he is, well, looking for the biggest win of his career.
And now making his way to the ring, the former IBF junior welterweight champion of the world from Russia. Here is Ivan, the Beast Baranche. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse here in Cleveland, Ohio, we present our next attraction in the ring. It is brought to you by Most Valuable Promotions, along with DeBella Entertainment, Holden Productions, and Showtime Pay-Per-View. Judging at ringside for this bout, from Ohio, Stacy Blevins. From Pennsylvania, Dana DePaulo. And from Ohio, Jaime Garayua. Introducing our referee in charge of the action, we have Lonnie Scott. All right, fans, here we go. 10 rounds of boxing scheduled. Super lightweights in the ring. Introducing to you first on my left, he is fighting out of the red corner. Entering the ring wearing rose gold trunks with white trim. Fighting and representing his home of Cleveland, Ohio. He weighed in at 140 pounds even. He is undefeated in his campaign in the ring with a record of 15 wins, no losses, 1 draw with 7 wins, coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the undefeated southpaw contender. Here is Too Pretty, Montana Love. And his opponent across the ring on my right, fighting out of the blue corner in this 10-round attraction, wearing black trunks with green trim, fighting out of Miami, Florida by way of Russia. He weighed in at 141 pounds with a record of 20 wins, 2 losses. He has 13 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the world rank contender and the former IBF junior welterweight champion of the world, introducing Ivan the Beast Baranchyk. Once again, the referee in charge, now to give instructions, Lonnie Scott.
All right, we give instruction in the dressing room. I expect a good clean fight. Trunks are good where they're at. Protect yourself at all times. We're not commands all times. Good luck, guys.
Referee Lonnie Scott working his 5th professional bout, first since 2017. Montana Love feeling the love from this hometown crowd. The bell and round 1 scheduled for 10 at 140 pounds. Baranchyk, a former belt holder in the black with green trim. Love undefeated in white, pink, and gold, fighting out of the southpaw stance.
And this is not a huge ring, and Love will want to use as much of this ring as possible. Baranchyk with Pedro Diaz has worked on trying to cut the ring off.
And he's also worked with Baranchyk as Diaz in terms of getting him to shorten his punches. He wants him to exhibit more patience, and you know what? Since he's been with Diaz, we've seen him do that, and at other times, well, he's reverted to the reckless Baranchyk.
Yeah, he said against Cepeda, went crazy, and that was why it ended badly for him.
Yeah, you've heard of back alley brawls. That was a bowling alley brawl. They were both going down like bowling pins. A minute already gone here in the first. Love, that straight left down the middle.
You can already tell Baranchyk is not attacking as forcefully as he has sometimes early in fights.
Baranchyk has scored 3 knockdowns in his last 9 fights after 10 in his first 13. He has 6 first-round KOs. Love has never been down as a professional as he goes to the body with a combination.
There's no question this is the best fighter that Montana Love has faced, and he's aware of that. He was clear with us when he talked to us about that. So he knows he's going to have to fight his best fight.
Love was an excellent amateur. Says what cost him in the amateurs was his sweet tooth.
Actually lost the fight because he ate too many Snickers, and for the next round he couldn't make weight in the tournament.
And Love doing a good impression of a matador there as he missed 2 big attempts by Baranchyk and missed 2 more there by Baranchyk. So Baranchyk loading up, Love doing a good job of moving out of the way.
I think the one thing Love would like to do is counter on those occasions. But you're right, Mauro. He did a really good job of getting out of there.
And there's a double jab and then goes right between, splits the guard with the left hand.
Love has he showed you the right hook there. He's got a very good one.
Love, nicknamed Too Pretty. Whoa, that didn't look pretty as Baranchyk. Hit him as we go to the final seconds of a getting to know you opening round.
We look at what Baranchyk needs to do in this match. He said, look, I went crazy in attacking Cepeda. I lost because of that. I'll have more caution tonight. Now, Montana's going to move, as we saw. They've worked on cutting off the ring. He needs to do that. He wants to slow up that movement with body work early in the fight.
What the fuck he just showed?
And for Love, he can't languish on the rope. Baranchyk will be all over him if he does that. And he wants to counter Barancyk's attack. That's imperative for him. And Baranchyk has been hit by right hooks from lefties. Mauro alluded to that. Love needs to do it.
Round number 2. Love also a bar spitter, released a rap single entitled Take a Pic under the nickname Too Pretty. He's hoping to be picture perfect, no filter required here in front of a partisan crowd.
He's an entrepreneur. He's got a nail salon. He owns some rental properties. And, you know, after that jail stint that you alluded to, he has really turned his life around.
And he's trying to turn up the offense here, going to the body a couple of times with his left hand.
Sometimes a fighter like Baranchyk can be caught in the middle of styles. You know, he's a hell-bent-for-leather kind of a fighter. So he has to be careful he doesn't get too passive and get caught in between.
Love went 2-0-1 on a showbox. Is coming off a victory in Dubai just 85 days ago.
Keep going, keep going. Step back.
Baranchyk definitely approaching this fight.
Watch your feet.
A little more caution, a little more judicious.
Yeah. You know, this fight is an interesting one because Love wants to deaden it a little bit and do things like he just did. Land a jab, land a left hand, then stall the action for 30 seconds and try and repeat over again.
We talked about Love going 2-0-1 on showbox. Baranchyk defeated Abel Ramos in 2017 in what was arguably the best fight ever on showbox. That fight featured 3 combined knockdowns.
Which is kid stuff compared to the Cepeda fight.
Right.
That was a great fight.
Yeah, Barancyk's been down 8 times, half of them, and that's a Cepeda fight.
This is a fight in which, you know, Baranchyk in this round's only thrown 18 punches. And that's what Love wants. He wants a pace in which Baranchyk doesn't throw 50, 60, 70 punches around, or even 80, which is Baranchyk can get up to.
There's a nice check hook by Love.
This may not be a big ring, but Love has used every part of it.
And Baranchyk missing again, under a half minute remaining in the second round. Love utilizing lateral movement, footwork, trying to befuddle Baranchyk. Oh, there's a nice left hand on the button by Love. Let's go to another member of our broadcast team, Phoenix Carnival, standing by with heavyweight Dubois.
Hey, thanks, guys. Daniel, now you are soft-spoken, but you are well-spoken, and I want to introduce you to the U.S. crowd. What is it that you love about fighting?
I love everything. It's part of my life, and it's the game I've chosen, and I think it's definitely the sport for me.
Now, you told my colleague Ariel Helwani that you are a man of the future. Is Cusimano standing in the way of that future?
Definitely he is. I've got to get him out of the way. He's a block in my path, and I need to move him. So it's another step in the right direction for me.
What problems does he possess?
None I can't handle. I know I'm going to go right through him.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. Back to you guys.
All right, Phoenix, thank you very much. Daniel Dubois making his American debut, coming up against Giuseppe Cusimano as the big boys get ready to throw down. Meanwhile, this is round number 3, scheduled for 10 at 140 pounds. Former belt holder in the division, Ivan Baranchyk, looking to bounce back from being knocked out cold by Zepeda in their fight. As Jose Zepeda won the 2020 fight of the year.
There was a right hand by Baranchyk. While he couldn't make Love stand still, he was able to at least get that right hand in.
And Love continues to utilize his footwork to avoid Baranchyk's attack, but needs to ratchet up his offense in the meantime. Oh, and Baranchyk lands a right and left. Baranchyk trying to cut off the ring, trying to corral Love.
Love sparred with Mario Barrios in advance of his fight with
Referee should have been there a long time ago.
Yeah.
Love was sitting on the bottom of the rope and would get hit with big shots. Here we see again at the end, but then I think Love catches him when the referee says break, finally separates them.
Yeah.
This is what happens, separate them. Then Love.
That was the punt.
I know we say protect yourself at all times. You know, maybe Baranchyk should have had his hands up, but
the referee should have been there quicker.
Yes, sir. You're right.
When I say stop, listen. When I say stop, listen. No, look. And the referee is warning the wrong guy here. Left hand from Love. Now the crowd's going to react more to Love's punches than to Baranchyk's punches. Good right hand by Baranchyk again. And Love has to hold on. Left hand slipped in by Love. Baranchik getting more in range, though.
Yes, yes. He's getting closer. He's really closing that gap. And when he closes the gap, he's got to take advantage. He's got to get that heart rate up, Love's heart rate up. Don't let him think. If you let a guy like Love think, then he's going to get off. He's got to keep that pressure up, constant pressure.
The right hand of the body that
time. Keep going. Watch the back of the head, Blue. Watch the back of the head.
Combination from Love.
Very sharp. Nice 1-2 there by Love. Double up with that jab.
And got there with a very good uppercut.
Really making them shots count.
Get the forearm.
Right hand from Baranchik. Baranchik back, he is.
He definitely got hurt.
Trying to get life back in his legs. I'm not sure if Love realizes it.
He's hurt.
Again, a good left hand. Still 20 seconds left in the round.
Get this. Come on.
Love, he's trying to bait him in. He's trying to land that big left hand.
I don't know.
Baranchik got there with the right hand. Final 10 seconds of the round.
Top of the bell.
That was a big shot, guys. Time. Hey.
Montana Love, I think, righted the ship in that round.
Right.
There's a guy you know.
Hey. Boom, boom, Mancini.
So far, so good, guys.
There's that big left hand. Look, watch.
Good shot, yeah.
That is a wonderful
he was
shot.
Definitely buzzed with that left hand.
Definitely.
Ooh.
Very point. Accurate left hand.
It was right on.
He knew it too.
You can ask for a better shot.
Didn't follow up on
no, he didn't.
Jumped on him.
What?
If that would have done some more damage, he would have jumped on him. He was admiring his work too much, man.
Yeah.
He was. He was.
You back up and, okay, guys, I caught him with a good shot. No, but you got to
Ooh, buddy.
That's right.
You can't admire yourself. You admire yourself in the mirror, don't you?
They're mimicking that replay.
Back up, back up.
All right, let's go. Still a long time to go. Let's go.
So this is round 5 of this 10-round fight.
Round 5, let's go.
Fight. Straight left hand again from Love and a triple jab.
Got to keep him at the end of his shots. And he gets inside, he's got to hold him. He's got to grab him. And then Baranchik. Throw, big shots.
Baranchik did get there with the right hand, misses with a wild left.
That was some good body shots there. He needs more than shot to the body.
Straight right left hand from Love.
Watch the head, both of you.
Yeah, no holding head.
Baranchik throws himself into the ropes. Good body shot from Love.
Right in the shoulder, right in the midsection.
Little body shots from Love. I mean,
that takes a lot
nothing
out of
big. Whatever.
Again, a good left hand from Love.
Woo.
Let's
go, let's go, let's go.
Missing really big shots with the right hand. Really good footwork.
We're halfway through. Let's go with some big shots. Let's go. He's gonna win big.
Hey! Step back. Good job.
Again, a quick combination.
That's points.
Yep.
Making them count. Okay, that lateral movement, Montana gives Baranchik a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Can't find them there. He can't sit. Can't sit
Hands
with the
free.
shots.
Work him there. Keep going.
Again, a nice little uppercut slipped in. And another one.
Oh. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Now, Love is owning this fight.
Oh, one more, Love. It's over.
What I call.
He's real hurt.
I'm not sure Love sees it yet.
Why did he let him
Come on. Go. Yeah, keep slow. Why you're not throwing more punches?
After he gave him a
Oh.
I call that a buffet of left hands. Uppercut, left hand.
Good left.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Baranchik, and that's what he can do. Was it enough to win?
Whoa. Wow.
What a round.
What a round.
Watch that uppercut. Oh, beautiful pinpoint. Really good accuracy. He landed about 3 or 4 uppercuts like that. Montana Love did. But this is, I believe, where Baranchik catches him with an overhand left.
What a shot.
Wow. He really rocked him there, too.
He showed a pretty good beard just to stay in there that time. That was a heck of a shot. And that's
Let's go round 6. Let's
We've
go.
seen him do that countless times.
Countless times.
All it takes is one shot, Barry.
Well, he is a guy who can get you out of there with one.
Yeah.
By the same token, he can be dropped with one.
Oh.
That's what happened with
This fight could go either way.
It's a really good fight.
Really good.
Yeah, it's a really good fight. I agree.
6 of 10. Nice combination. Again, very crisp. No hit the combination with the left, ending with the left to the body.
No head movement by Baranchik. Where's his head movement?
Quick left hand. Beautiful punch.
I got it 46-49 for Montana Love.
Right. There you go. There you go. Step back. Good job, guys.
I don't know about all that.
So I
think we're about square. About even.
Back to boxing for Montana Love. Every time he does that little nice 1-2, give him back.
really effective.
Yeah.
Not missing very much at all. All those last 6 or 7 punches landed.
And Baranchik didn't throw no punches.
Right.
But then again, Baranchik, like you see, he's always dangerous. All he takes is one shot, and you know he's done it before. Big miss there with the big left hook.
He's up. Let's go.
Again, a good left hand with his back to the ropes.
Yep.
They're not big punches, but they're sharp.
Oh, yeah, right.
Step back.
You gonna point against it?
Do it
Come
enough.
on, let's go.
That's all it point. Very accurate with the shot.
Yeah.
Man.
You see him.
Yeah.
Pinpoint combinations. Snaps Baranch's head back all the time when he catches with the left hand with the jab. That's exactly what he has to do.
Oh, stop. He took a shot to the back of his head. Yeah, you can't do the chop.
Good warning for that.
This is not UFC, yeah.
Effective round for Montana Love. And
yeah, I agree.
Ivan Baranchik's running out of rounds.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
Beautiful boxing. How you feel? Beautiful.
Big night, guys. Big night, guys. I understand. Take a deep breath, though, guys. You gotta be professional. Professional is most important.
It's Terrence Montgomery, the voice in the corner.
Terrence Montgomery, yep.
He's trying to get a big shot. He's trying to get a big shot.
Woo. What's that?
So we're coming to round 7 after
okay.
the trash removal.
Right.
Nice combination again, and another one.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Came right back with a 2-punch combination.
This fight's gonna be.
That's exactly what it needs to be. He needs to be more consistent. I think if he's more consistent with that combination, with his punches, he might be able to stop him, Barry.
Well, he's had him hurt on a couple of.
Oh.
Again, a 2-punch combination.
Might be called this round.
So accurate. He came right back with it again.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is going to end early here. If it keeps going like this, it's going to end early.
And Baranchik has
guys,
no answer.
Come on. Yeah, no answer there.
I don't think he's missed a punch in this round.
He attacked and he's had nothing back. Let's go.
Woo. Turned again, just a little short with that uppercut.
All right.
I tell you what, if he catches him with that shot, it
well,
a
yeah.
lot of damage. But he hasn't been able to catch him with the big shots. Well, but, you know, a couple, but not like Montana Love is doing the job.
Oh, yeah, he didn't want to do that. Get in trouble there.
Let him go, Red. Let him go. Cross the hole.
He's good. All right, let's go. Come on, guys. Let's go. Fight.
Get off his head. Get off his head.
No.
Well, again, this is very effective.
Oh!
Just caught him on the way in. Big trouble.
He's all right. He's all right. He's all right.
He's in big.
He's all right. He's all right. No, but he's all right. He's all right. He's all right though. He's okay though. Man, he caught that right at the right time, right to the temple. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. My goodness. Hey, he got saved by the bell.
They're going to stop
he got.
this fight.
Are they?
Well,
what? No.
Tony Holden.
Tony Holden made the decision.
Yeah.
No.
There's a whole story there. Tony Holden made the decision.
I think he
Come
made the right
on,
choice.
guys.
Absolutely.
No.
He doesn't want his guy to get hurt.
Absolutely, yes.
You know,
Yeah.
and he was
Damn
losing
it.
the fight.
Yeah, right.
I think Tony did Baranchik a big favor. In fact, I would take it one step further. I think Baranchik should call it a day.
No way.
Big win for Montana. That's what he's been waiting for.
Hey, hats off to him, bro. I can't believe they're throwing the towel. I thought they'd go back out for at least one more. At least one more.
I mean, he fought a brilliant fight.
I agree.
Well, I think we're going to see more of Montana Love. I mean, this was really a brilliant tactical fight.
I love Montana Love.
Yeah, there you are.
He stuck to his game plan. You know, he got caught a couple of times, but he refocused and stuck to his game plan. Never stood in front of him. He set him up really good with the left hand. It was beautiful. Beautiful the way he dropped him in that last round.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Here's the end.
Yep.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you what,
that left hook. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
That little pivot to the right or left.
I didn't see him connect it.
It was gone after that. Just in case Baranchik was coming back with something, but
yeah, when he connected with that left hook.
Look, and right here you see there's no reason.
He's begging. He's begging the official. Yep.
He was out of it.
He's begging the official
I'm really
for like.
glad Tony Holden did that.
Please, please,
he's
please.
a promoter who really cares about his fighters.
He does. He's that kind of guy.
That left hook.
That kind of guy for sure.
Yeah. He's begging the official. Hey, that dude just
Tony
cracked
Holden had a fighter
me.
many years ago.
And I was not expecting
who
it.
died in the ring.
Please give me another shot.
And he told me that after that,
please give me another shot.
It bothered him so
please
much.
Give me another shot.
And I wouldn't want to see anything happen to Ivan Baranchik, who is a very sweet guy, a really good guy.
After watching that, yes.
You know, like I said, the last fight was
okay.
Took a lot out of him, and a fight like this.
The official. I agree with you, bro.
There's no reason for him to take more punishment. I don't think there's a reason for him to take more
no, I agree with him.
I
agree with him.
To not do this anymore because he's going to fall into the category of opponent. That's his wife in the ring with him.
Yeah.
Her name is Yulia.
It'd be tough. That's tough. I couldn't do that with my wife in the ring, that's for sure.
And I would guess she might be telling him exactly the same thing as we were just talking about.
Yeah, most likely. I mean, it's the best decision, I believe. I mean,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I do too.
God bless that him.
God bless him. It can be a brutal sport, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And you know what? It's full of good guys, and Ivan Baranchik is really one of them. So is this guy. So is Montana Love.
Yes, he is.
They're all good guys.
Yeah, and you know, you just hate to see somebody pay the price of the sport.
Right.
Well, fans, this bout has been terminated at the end of round number 7. Our referee in charge, Lonnie Scott, stops the contest upon suggestion of the corner. He is the winner by way of technical knockout, and he is still the undefeated Cleveland native, Too Pretty Montana Love.
Well, we said this earlier. All he does is win. And I have to say, this was, in my opinion,
good for him, man.
Probably the toughest guy we've seen him
for
fight.
Him. Good for his family.
And by far the best we've seen him fight.
Yeah, he fought a very disciplined fight from the beginning. He
grinded, man. He
put
grinded.
The work in. He's been waiting
Dars
for
and Versace.
This kind of opportunity. He did it.
Let's listen.
On a stage like this, against an opponent like that, in your hometown of Cleveland, Ohio, can you possibly put into words what this moment means for you?
Hey, I just want to say thank you to everybody that came out. I love y'all. Cleveland, y'all always have my back.
Hopefully I gain more fans tonight. You know, it's amazing feeling. You know, I just want to thank my team. It's very emotional right now. I'm happy. You know, I'm here in my hometown, my daughter, my family, my friends. Man, it's an amazing feeling.
You wrote on Instagram recently you used to fight in empty gyms here in Cleveland. Now there's about 16,000 people where the Cavs play rooting you on. This must feel surreal for you, right?
Oh, man, it's a dream come true. I promise, man. You know, I'm in the locker room every day. I'm training. I was thinking about this moment, visualizing this moment every day training. And, you know, God is good, man. I thank you guys, Showtime, my team, everybody. Thank you to Ivan for giving me this opportunity, man. I love y'all.
Several amazing moments. Let's take a look at the finish. What an unbelievable fight. What an unbelievable performance by you. Walk us through it right here.
Right here, you know, we've been working on this uppercut the whole time in camp. Every day, day in, day out, working on this shot. And, you know, we brought it to life. You know, the game plan was to move. You know, he don't have any feet. You know, just box him, get in his head, make him miss. And eventually we knew he was going to open up.
Who's this beautiful lady right here?
This is my queen right here. This is Callie Love. This is my youngest daughter right here. Hey, she don't play about me, y'all. She'll fight each and every one of y'all about me.
And I know you wish your parents were here as well. What a great scene. You went up on the ring post over there and you said, strap. You want the strap. Tell us, tell the world, tell Cleveland what you want next.
Absolutely. Strap me up, man. Strap me the fuck up, man. We've been working hard. It's my time. You know, we want Josh Taylor, Devontae Davis, they got the titles in my weight class. We can line them up and make it happen as soon as possible.
Congratulations once again, 216. Give it up for your own Montana Love. Morrow, back to you.
Well, there's the winner and a very popular guy here in Cleveland, Ohio. Very tough loss, of course, for Ivan Baranchyk, but I thought, as did you, I think, well stopped.
Absolutely, and you heard Montana Love. He earned it. He wants the big names. He wants Tank Davis.
Well, I mean, he's got to, at the very least, be in a conversation.
I think absolutely, yeah, after this performance, for sure. He didn't wait for this moment. He earned it, and he deserves it.
Yeah, it was a very impressive win for Montana Love. As we said, we've seen him on numerous occasions. By far, his best opponent against, in my opinion, I should say his best performance against, in my opinion, his best opponent. Still to come. We've already seen Tommy Fury beat Anthony Taylor. We've seen now Montana Love beat Ivan Baranchyk. Stopped him at the end of the 7th round. Coming up next, heavyweights going 10 rounds. Daniel Dubois and Giuseppe Angelo Cusumano. And a lot has been said about Daniel Dubois as a guy who may not be quite at that contender stage yet, but he's on the doorstep.
Oh, yeah, I think so. You know, he's a big, athletic fighter. He's got a big right hand. He comes to put on a show, all action. His UA's debut, he wants to make it big. And I think he's got the right opponent in front of him because Cusumano is the type of guy that he's there to be hit. He comes to fight. He's been knocked down, but he's never lost by knockout. And I think if Daniel Dubois could get him out of there by knockout, you know, put a good statement and a good welcome into the United States in his first fight here.
Yeah, his first fight here. So he not only, as you said, he not only wants to win, he wants to win impressively. He's only 23 years old. He's got time on his side. The heavyweight division is becoming a very competitive division. A lot of it is going to be weeded out in the next several weeks. But somewhere along the line, he's got a real opportunity to be a player.
I think so. I mean, the big names in the heavyweight division, Deontay Wilder, of course, and Tyson Fury. And then you got blah, blah, blah. So,
Joshua.
Exactly, Joshua. But then, he's possible that he could be in the mix of all those guys, too.
Yeah, he's got a real opportunity. We'll see what he brings to the dance here. He's still young. He's had 17 fights and the one loss, but it definitely falls into the category of forgivable loss. Loss that required surgery afterwards, so for all intent, he's undefeated.
And a fight with Joyce that he was ahead at the time.
Yes,
Yeah, he was ahead.
On all the cards.
On a card, yeah.
Yeah. You know, we asked him about his style. He said, my style is I don't have a style, which I guess makes him hard to prepare for.
Yeah, he said he just, he adapts. He just figures it out in the ring. And I kind of like that when a fighter says that, because that's really what happens in a fight. You don't know what kind of style the other fighter is going to bring, so you have to adapt to any kind of style. That's what makes you a better fighter.
Got a new trainer in this fight, too. He's with Shane McGuigan, and Shane McGuigan, for young guys, had a lot of success as a trainer. So here is Daniel Dubois, Giuseppe Angelo, Cusimano, and still to come after that fight. We've still got plenty of action coming your way. Amanda Serrano will be on, and we talked about her being one pound for pound, one of the great women fighters in the business today. And then, of course, our main event, and that is Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley. But I'm looking forward to the Serrano fight as well. I think you're going to get a good example of what women's boxing can be at its highest level.
There she goes.
There's her Amanda. Hard worker, big in the gym, big in weights, big runner, always in excellent condition. She's also had a couple of MMA fights, which she hasn't suffered a defeat in. Here's Jake Paul, of course, getting ready for the main event and doing what Jake Paul does best, be on his phone. Promoting, exactly. That's his brother, of course, that Jake in the orange.
They got a huge following. I'll tell you, I was pretty impressed with the weigh-ins. I mean, it was just the excitement, their fans, the people they bring out. They have a huge following. They're very well known. They're internet YouTube.
I'll say they are.
Yes.
I mean, I think this is on pay-per-view in the United States, and they expect maybe as many as 1 million buys. And if those 1 million buys, I would say 800,000 of them are YouTube subscribers for the Pauls.
Yes, you're right, Barry.
So that's our main event. Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley. Woodley, a former MMA fighter, had some success, was a champion in MMA, did do some boxing as an amateur, never has had a professional fight. This will be his first, but at least he's schooled in boxing. So we'll see what he can do in terms of an opponent for Jake Paul. Amanda Serrano's opponent, Yamil Mercado, out of Mexico, and they always talk about Amanda Serrano, originally from Puerto Rico, lives now in Brooklyn, New York, but the Puerto Rico-Mexican rivalry is one of the greats.
And Serrano was a part of the Jake Paul camp. They had her in camp.
That's right.
She was very honored to, be there and honored to have an opportunity to fight in such a big card like this because of the Paul brothers, because of Jake Paul. It's a really great opportunity for her to showcase her skills.
Well, she is, as we said, she's amongst the elite in women's boxing right now. And, Katie Taylor in England, to be sure, and Clarissa Shields here in the United States also. Clarissa's problem is that there's nobody in her weight division she could fight that could really showcase her.
Clarissa, now she's doing MMA too.
That's right, she is too. But for Serrano, in her weight divisions, there's much more competition. And a fight with Katie Taylor would be a very, very big fight. Katie Taylor is extremely popular in England.
Yeah, that's a huge fight. That's really the fight that, the boxing fans want to see in women's boxing.
That's still to come. We're going to be looking at heavyweights Daniel Dubois and Giuseppe Cusimano in our next fight here. Cusimano, they call him a Sicilian hitman. 33 years old, as we said. He's been a pro for 11 years, but has only had 22 fights over those 11 years. Has fought sparingly in the last couple of years. He had 2 fights in 2019, only 1 last year. So tonight is fighting for the first time in 10 months. And so there's always that ring rust factor.
Well, he said he had 3.5 weeks to prepare for this fight, but he said he always stays in shape. That's what they say, even though he's been out for 10 months. But it's best that, I hope he's been staying in shape.
And again, the crowd is getting a look at Jake Paul, and that's why the roar.
No, actually, it was about Woodley.
Yeah. It might have been Woodley.
It was Woodley, yeah.
Woodley is the hometown hero. That screen is directly above me, so it could have been anybody. Could have been you, for that matter. And there is Tyron Woodley. One thing about Tyron Woodley is I don't think he's going to be awed by the moment. He's been in some big fights in big arenas.
Yeah, he's been there, done that, and that's a lot. I'll tell you what, a lot of this is mental too, Barry. Like, how many fighters have we seen in the past that, or fighters that are starting up, prospects, they see the lights, they see the fans, and they completely freeze. They're not the same. But I don't think we're going to see that in Woodley.
Yeah, I don't either. No, I don't think he's going to freeze. We'll just see what he's got as a boxer. Just about set to go then with Daniel Dubois and Giuseppe Angelo Cusimano. This one is going 10 rounds, or less, as they say. Aren't a lot of boxing folks here that we've talked to over this weekend who think this fight is going to go the distance. But stranger things have happened. You can really sense the crowd starting to get geared up for the main event.
Oh yeah, they're pumped up. Tell you what, that's really what they're waiting for, Barry. They're here to see Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley.
They definitely are.
Each of them have their fans. A lot of excitement here for the city of Cleveland. It's a huge event. A huge event.
Yeah.
On a Sunday. On a Sunday.
That's
Let's
right.
not forget it's Sunday.
It's a Sunday,
well,
you're right.
Cleveland and the Red Sox played a day baseball game that actually got rained out.
Right.
November on the Tyson Jones card.
Serrano knows Dubois, you know, he's young and he gives him a lot of credit. He knows he's a strong puncher and he's excited. He wants to give him angles and he wants to jab a lot to win. He feels like when he fought Joyce,
bro, Jake Paul hasn't even.
he didn't know how to get away from the jab.
Not yet, bro.
That's why Joyce took over. So he plans on jabbing a lot. Feels he rushes in and he runs into the jab, Barry. He's got to reset, so he's got to push him back.
Hungry fight.
I don't think winning by decision is going to be enough.
No, that's right.
And style-wise, he's got the right guy and it look good with him. The guy's going to be there in front of him. He should be there in front of him to be hit. Not the big shots.
Well, we're going to find out.
Let's find out.
Guzmano, pretty big guy also.
He is pretty big.
Here are the numbers. 10 years age difference between these two. Dubois, he said, will be 24 in just 9 days. Both big guys, 6'4". Dubois 3 pounds, 2.5 pounds actually heavier. Dubois does have a 6-inch reaching advantage. We'll see if that helps him at all.
Boy, 6'4",
Guys
he's
have
big boys.
Pretty good, very good, I should say.
He's an old lineman.
Knockout record.
All right.
The gentleman from the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse here in Cleveland, Ohio, we present a heavyweight showdown.
Cleveland, Ohio. Let's go. I love you, Cleveland, Ohio.
Queensberry Promotions, along with Jimmy Birchfield's Classic Entertainment in Sports, Folded Productions, and Showtime Pay-Per-View. Introducing our 3 judges, all from the state of Ohio, Stacey Blevins, Jaime
Let's get it on.
and Phil Rogers. Presenting our referee in charge, he will be giving instructions and doing introductions, George Nichols. All right, fans, here we go. 10 rounds.
All right, fans, here we go.
Scheduled in a heavyweight featured attraction. Introducing you first on my left, fighting out of the red corner. Wearing white trunks with red and
Who's going to win this
trim.
match, guys?
Originally from Cadini, Sicily, Italy. Now fighting out of Richmond, Virginia. He weighed in at 235.5 pounds. With a record of 19 wins, 3 losses. He has 17 big wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the knockout-minded and hard-hitting Giuseppe Angelo
This looks like a decent fight, guys.
And his opponent across the ring on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trunks with silver trim, fighting out of London, England. He weighed in at 238 pounds. His record stands at 16 wins, 1 defeat, 15 big wins coming by way of
Good to see a heavyweight fight where both guys look in very good shape.
They do. They do. Like. Serrano just had 3.5 weeks to prepare, but I mean, obviously he stays in the gym, and it looks like he does, Barry.
Yeah. Oh, big right hand right out of the box. Yes, by Dubois.
Let's go.
Wild right hand from Serrano. Probably not a good idea against. Good jab. Nice combination by Dubois in close quarters.
For being such a big guy, he's starting off pretty.
Yeah, I'm not used to a heavyweight fight. Like, it's been a minute.
Fast,
yes.
Fast and explosive.
Exactly.
He's looking for the knockout right off the bat. You saw he's wasting no time.
Serrano got there with the right hand. Countered over the left. Serrano trying to fight back.
This is a heavyweight fight for real.
Getting a little wild now. There's an uppercut. And another crashing right hand. Referee taking a very close look. Another good right hand from Dubois.
Serrano needs to hold on. He's got to grab him.
Got there with a right hand of his own. Back Dubois up for at least for a moment.
He's tough.
Another jab right hand, and down he goes again.
Neutral. 4, 5, 6, 7.
That might be it. No, get back up.
You're okay. You want to continue? Walk to me.
So Dubois now still with a minute to go in this round. We'll try to close the deal. And Serrano fighting back. But down he goes again. From a combination, that's it. It's over. 51 seconds remaining in the first round, and Dubois did everything he could.
That's what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
Welcome Dubois to the United States of America.
Yeah, very impressive win for him.
210 in the
Big,
first
strong
round.
heavyweight. Big right hands. Strong with the jab. Didn't waste any
in the
time.
first round.
Like you said, right off the bat, Barry.
Yeah, I like the way he brings his right hand really quickly behind the jab.
Yeah, he brings it.
210 in
Got
the
that
first
aggressive
round.
mentality.
210 in the first round.
Very aggressive-minded. Easy work. Really made it look easy tonight.
Sure did, yeah. Yeah, he has every reason to smile. I mean, he did everything could have been asked of him tonight. Very first punch of the fight got Serrano's attention.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. He felt that power right off the bat. Strong puncher in Dubois. And he moves forward. I think, you know, like you said, he wanted to you know, that's in the past. Whatever happened in his last fight with Joyce, you know, that fight might come around later on, but he definitely moved forward. Excellent, spectacular.
Yeah, big step up for him. I mean, it was, as we said, his first fight here in the United States. He wanted to be impressive. He did just that. Well, he's a guy that, you know, he's one of those names that you're going to want to remember because you have an idea he's going to be in the mix sooner rather than later. Let's take a look at this now, Raul.
And, you know, he set it up nice. It was a big right hand, come back with a fast left hook. I mean, good speed too. Explosive. Yeah. Very explosive.
That was
Beautiful.
a good clean right hand there.
Yeah, that clean right hand, like, really finished it.
Well, took another
The second,
right hand to drop
yeah,
it.
the second right, and then the left, and then it's over. It's way over.
But it was very impressive. He
yeah,
did what he needed to do.
he is
and,
impressive.
Yeah, you work
Good
so
heavyweight.
hard, you know, especially guys that
He
come
worked
from,
hard.
You know, we see the Kazakhstanians and the Russians. You know, remember there was a wave of Russians, fighters from England, and you know, he put on a spectacular performance.
I think so
stock
too.
goes,
I
all it
think
does
so
is
too.
goes up. That's all it
Yeah.
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 2 minutes, 10 seconds in round number one. A referee in charge, George Nichols, stops the contest. He is the winner by way of technical knockout. Successful in his U.S. debut, Dynamite, Daniel Dubois.
So, Daniel Dubois will take the next step. I mean, you want to see him, I think, fight somebody who might be able to attack him. Cusimano was game, but clearly overmatched in this fight. You want to see him,
Yeah, of course. I mean,
fight somebody who might be able to hit him and see what happens.
I know you were very confident going into this fight, but honestly,
Let's listen.
did you think it
But
would end
who?
that quickly?
My dad told me in the
He
dressing
won.
room that go for the first round, so I went for it. But first I want to say thank you, Cleveland. You guys are amazing. I can't wait to be back here.
And there was such a spotlight on you this week because of this card. And I know you've had some great moments in your young career so far, but would it be fair to say, thus far, the greatest moment of your career tonight?
No, the greatest is still to come, man. This was just another step in the right direction for me.
I remember late last year, before we get to that, let's look at the end of the fight here because I want you to talk about how you finished off Cusimano.
Yeah.
Tell us what you did to him out there.
Yeah, I rushed it a little bit, but hey.
Yeah,
I went
that left.
for the kill, and yeah, the rest is history.
I don't think you rushed him, my man. I think that was pretty damn good.
Yeah. I got to calm down a bit, but yeah, here we go. Boom. Boom.
Incredible handiwork. You know, I was just saying late last
Love
year,
the shot,
I remember
bro.
a lot of people questioned your heart. They were trying to write you off. They said you didn't have that fighter spirit. What do you want to say to all those naysayers now?
Well, look at me now. I'm back and I'm ready to go.
Who do you want next?
I'll try, bro.
Whoever's next, you know, for maybe the Trevor Bryan. You know, he's got a title. I want him next, but whoever. Come on, come on.
You want to come back to America?
Well, most definitely. Definitely.
Daniel, congratulations on the win. Cleveland, give it up for Dynamite, Daniel Dubois. Morrow, back to you.
And then the heavyweight bout, Daniel Dubois, took all of 2 minutes and 10 seconds to defeat Giuseppe Angelo Serrano. And we'll see where he goes from here, but it certainly will be a step up. And he's a guy who you're going to have to consider at some point down the road.
I heard some rumors, hey, if he won this fight, maybe someone like Andy Ruiz, who's been there before.
That'd be a good fight for him.
Beat Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
You know, in the rematch he lost, but he's been there. He knows. He'd definitely be a better test than tonight. I wouldn't mind seeing that fight.
No, that would be a viable fight, I think. So still to come, it's Amanda Serrano and Yamil Mercado. And then our main event, of course, Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley. That's scheduled for 8 rounds. The Serrano fight scheduled for 10 rounds. And Serrano with 30 knockouts, incidentally, in her career, approaching the mark of 32.
And it's funny you say that, Barry, because she's actually said she wants to KO someone old. She's never done that. She really wants to lay off flat. The kind of fighter she is.
Getting a little look here at Yamil Mercado. She's been fighting professionally since she was 16 years old. Has a record of 18-2.
Doesn't surprise me. That's usually what happens in Mexico, where
right.
A kid has talent, 15 years old, you turn him pro.
And here's Amanda Serrano, she's just getting better with age, I think.
Yeah, she feels she's in her prime right now. The fight with Herb Bermudez showed that she could box, she could brawl, she could get a late round stoppage.
So
she's ready to go.
We'll see how she does tonight against Yamil Mercado. Mercado is a champion, so this is a unifying fight for the WBC and WBO featherweight title, even though we're only going 10 rounds. And then Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley, I should say. We've talked about that fight already, and it's really all about Woodley. I mean, is he prepared? Is he a boxer in fact? Can he handle the strength of Jake Paul?
Even though, it is his first boxing fight, but he was a legend in MMA fighting, so he really is he's a real fighter, if that makes sense, Barry.
Yeah, it does make sense. I mean, the thing that's a given is that Jake Paul is tough, and he can punch.
Yeah, I mean, Jake Paul, look, we said this before, he goes through everything that a fighter goes through. He really showing that, hey, I really want to be a boxer. So he's learning on the job, having B.J. Flores, who was a fighter, a real fighter.
And this is one of the ways that nobody said he was your everyday guy.
He's definitely different. The way of him stretching. I've never seen that, Barry.
I haven't either.
I might try it.
Well,
I need a stretch. I do need a stretch.
He does everything his own way. Goes to the beat of his own drum, and it's worked out just fine.
I think we need to try that, Barry. Either you want me to do the stretching, or which one are you going to be?
If I tried that, my back and my legs would be going in different directions. And this crowd is
Oh, they're ready. They're pumped
They
up.
are ready. Yeah,
They got me pumped up.
But first, it's Amanda Serrano and Yamil Mercado. It is a unified championship. And that's the mission of Amanda Serrano. She wants to unify every title she can. And she's won a lot of them already. But she did say that at 126 pounds, this is her most comfortable weight.
Yeah, she wants to unify. She wants to unify, wants to be the unified featherweight champion.
Yeah, that's her mission. And of course, we talk about a potential fight with Katie Taylor. Not sure that fight is going to happen, but because of managerial things and television contracts and such. But it would be a heck of a fight.
Oh, absolutely! I would love to see that fight. I think the fans, the huge boxing fans, they want to see that fight. They've been asking for it.
No, I think that's absolutely right.
I hope it happens down the line.
I think it would do wonders for women's boxing in general. Here's a look backstage. Jake Paul.
Yeah.
That was Dustin Poirier visiting the locker room of Jake Paul. This is next on our menu here. Amanda Serrano, Yamil Mercado. Going 10 rounds for the Unified Featherweight World Championship. Serrano on a big roll right now as she's beating everybody from 115 pounds to 140 pounds. She won the 140-pound title back in September of 2018. And then she won the junior bantamweight title weighing 114 pounds on January 19th. So this,
how do you do that? I mean, I tell you what, it's a lot of wear and tear. It takes a toll on your body to do that.
Absolutely. And that's a lot of West, 26 pounds. 26 pounds is 20% of her weight for this fight.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Incredible.
That's amazing.
For someone to be able to do stuff like that, it's just...
She last fought back in March. Had a very impressive 9th-round knockout over Daniela Bermudez. That was to defend the WBO bantamweight title that she won. And with it, she took the WBC title as well.
And she likes to bring excitement to this division. She knows what sells. She doesn't mind getting hit.
No, that's right.
She knows what it's about.
The other thing that I found really amazing about her is that she averages 89 punches per round.
That's a very busy pace.
That's also a 2-minute round.
Wow, I didn't look at it that way. That's
so,
very.
Well, here's the example. If she were fighting in 3-minute rounds,
okay,
she would average with 106 punches per round.
Ooh.
And Chocolito Gonzalez has the highest punch output percentage for men.
And he's a little guy.
And he averages 89.
Wow. Wow. I like that.
How's that for G
Yes.
stuff?
Man, you really did your studying, huh?
Oh, you like that?
You guys are crazy.
Now, what I know about Yamil Mercado is considerably less.
Hasn't lost yet. No
Mentioned
loss.
she turned pro at age 16. She's from Ciudad Cuauhtémoc in Chihuahua.
Muy bien.
Here we go.
Excelente, very good. I like your Spanish.
I'm not bad. I'm learning at the knee of the master.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
I've been working with you for so long.
Everybody knows the Espanol.
Interesting thing, too, about her is she fought 19 of her professional fights in Mexico and 1 in Kenya.
And her debut here in the United States.
And this is her debut in the United States.
And here
That's
we
right.
go. We're in Ohio, too. We're not in Vegas. Let's go.
So that's the fight that's upcoming. Amanda Serrano, 41-1. And she's on a real roll. She hasn't lost a fight in about 5 years.
Yeah, these girls. This is going to be something special.
In fact, she's won her last 26 fights, so it's even more than 5 years.
Woo! I can only imagine winning 26 in a row. Unbelievable.
You can see the crowd here at Rocket Mortgage Arena, and we said 15,000 people right now. Just about everybody's on their feet. Everybody's having a great time dancing.
I see that.
Yeah.
15,000 people.
As we said earlier, this is not your average boxing crowd.
No,
No.
it's not. No, it's not.
You're in Ohio.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Jake
as we
Paul.
approach the co-main event of the evening, at this time we extend a special welcome to the brave men and women serving around the world and joining us tonight on AFN, the American Forces Network.
Let's go.
Well, guys, at this time we are ready for our world title attraction. Please welcome the boxers as they make their way to the ring. First joining us to the red corner, tonight's challenger, and tonight moving up in weight from Chihuahua, Mexico. Please welcome the WBC Super Bantamweight World Champion, Yamil Mercado.
Big moment for her, by far the biggest crowd she's ever performed in front of.
Good for that little chica. Go, little chica. Go. Vámonos, little chica.
The father, of course, and the same song he used to come out with. Very familiar song.
Vámonos, Pequito chica. I said that right. Go get him.
She's been cut 4 times.
And she lacks that power, so most definitely, you know, she's going to try to box. She's going to try to box.
Main event. you will.
Yeah.
If an accidental foul or headbutt causes a fight to end within 4 rounds, it's a no decision. After 4 rounds, they go to the scorecards for a technical decision. Here with the official introductions is Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse here in Cleveland, Ohio, we present the World Championship co-main event of the evening, brought to you by Most Valuable Promotions, along with DeBella Entertainment, Holden Productions, and Showtime Pay-Per-View. This bout is sanctioned by the WBC, the President Mauricio Suleiman, Supervisor Jill Diamond. The WBO President Francisco Valcarcel, Supervisor John Duggan, and the IBO President Ed Levine, Supervisor Jorge Alonso. Judging at ringside from Ohio, Stacy Blevins. From Pennsylvania, Dana DePaulo. And from Ohio, Jaime Garayua. Introducing our referee in charge, he'll be giving instructions after the introductions, Lonnie Scott. All right, fans, here we go. 10 rounds of boxing scheduled. 10 two-minute rounds for the unified WBC, WBO, and IBO Female Featherweight Championship of the World. Introducing to you first the challenger on my left. She is fighting out of the red corner, wearing black trunks trimmed in the colors of the Mexican flag. Hailing from Ciudad Cuauhtemoc, Chihuahua, Mexico, she weighed in at a ready 124 pounds. Her record, 18 wins, 2 losses, 5 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight in her 5th world title appearance, here is tonight's challenger and the current WBC female super bantamweight champion of the world, Yamil Mercado. And her opponent across the ring, the defending world champion, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing light blue trunks with white trim, fighting out of Brooklyn, New York, by way of Carolina, Puerto Rico. She weighed in the same as her opponent, 124 pounds, with an outstanding record of 40 wins, 1 loss and 1 draw. She has 30 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the sensational 7-division world champion and the current reigning, defending, and unified WBC, WBO, and IBO female featherweight champion of the world, introducing the real deal, Amanda Serrano. And once again, a referee in charge, now to give instructions, Lonnie Scott.
You give me instruction in the dressing room. I expect a good, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. With my commands all the time. Touch them up. Win us with them.
Referee Lonnie Scott working his 6th professional fight. This unified 126-pound women's championship bout. The champion, Amanda Serrano, whose ultimate goal is, well, to become the first undisputed Puerto Rican champion, male or female, in the 4-belt era. She just has to get the other champions to face it.
Yeah.
She hopes to have found a home here at 126 again. A champion in 7 different weight classes, more than any other female in boxing history. 10 2-minute rounds. Remember, 2-minute rounds, and they're fighting like they're 2-minute rounds. A quick exchange to get things started.
Serrano said she was going to come out very aggressively, and she is. There's the right hand from Mercado. Mercado has a pretty decent right hand, even though she's not a big power puncher.
Yeah, Serrano loves to flood the zone with combinations. Looks to close the show early, and of course for Mercado, moving up in weight, already not the biggest puncher in the world.
You know, Serrano averages landing 22 punches per. She got a good right hand, and she does have a good overhand right. Now, they think if they can push Serrano back at any point in this fight, make her go backwards, it will help them.
The southpaw Serrano had Mercado on the ropes momentarily. 30 seconds left here in the first round. Mercado has never been down.
There's Serrano going down.
Sure. Rebirth, reinvigorated, rejuvenated, whatever you want to call it. Put the re in front, and that's me.
Now, as many fights as I've seen you in, I have never seen anybody antagonize you in this way.
Yeah, you know, I just brushed it off. I know what it is. It's all the bells and whistles and the curtains behind and try to get into my mind and really to sell the show. But now the show's sold. Now it's time for me to go out there and turn up.
I'll let you go do that. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Phoenix. Tyron Woodley, former Strikeforce welterweight champion on Showtime a decade ago, and now making his boxing debut on Showtime pay-per-view as we continue round 2 of this unified 126-pound female championship fight.
For Mercado, it was important to get through that first round, and she did settle down as the round went on. Of course, Serrano with a lot of pressure early in the round.
Serrano utilizing the right hand jab from the southpaw stance. Mercado does not seem overwhelmed by the magnitude of the moment. She's a champion in her own right, gets tagged with a couple of right hands, but Mercado coming forward.
She's a good boxer. boxer. You know, again, not a lot of power, but she is a decent boxer, and her mission is going to be able to avoid those big power punches. You know, Serrano normally throws 70 punches per round. She threw 54 in round 1, so it wasn't that far off her normal pace. And you know, the body work already, we're seeing Serrano really dig into that.
Yeah, Mercado hasn't faced the same level of opposition, but she is hanging in there, trying to dish out the punishment. Backing up, though.
Serrano's faced 11 current or former champions, which is pretty extraordinary.
30 seconds left in the second. Again, these rounds will speed by 2-minute rounds. Of course, would love to see equality 3-minute rounds across the board.
Yeah, I think most women want 3-minute rounds. Serrano's pressure has been consistent and pretty good. You know, she's landed some good shots in it.
So I could sit here and talk about myself all I want, but we're about to see.
We know that Tyron Woodley is a worldly adversary in the ring, but how about the war of words?
You ever seen shorts like this? You ever seen shorts like this?
I cannot let you steal my microphone. I love you, but I can't let you steal my microphone. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Phoenix. And it was Amanda Serrano who said she was going to steal the show from Jake Paul. She has an opportunity here. Round 3. If only Jake Paul would come out of his shell.
Yeah, he's such an introvert. That's the sad part.
Main event still to come. Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley. But right now you are watching a unified 126-pound title fight between Amanda Serrano, the champion, and Yamil Mercado, moving up 4 pounds to try to add to her hardware haul.
You know, Mercado has taken some chances in these first couple of rounds, and it's dangerous for her when she does that because you can get hit by a big counter punch by a power puncher like Serrano, but she has to do that to try and win this fight.
A minute left here in the third. Mercado going upstairs with kind of pushed that left hook. And there's some body work from Serrano as Mercado comes forward and launches a left.
Yeah, that right hook downstairs by Serrano was excellent. She continues the assault down there.
Nice exchange between Mercado and Serrano. Uppercuts, both digging away to the body.
You see Mercado, and she is willing to exchange, and she's doing it. She's not, I don't know if she's landing enough to push Serrano back.
A Mexican fighter willing to exchange, Al. Incredible.
It's never happened before, right? It's unprecedented.
Mercado started boxing at the age of 11 as Serrano rocked her upstairs with the right hook. Serrano going to the body. Again, stabbing with the left hand. And we have sailed through 3 of these championship rounds here in Cleveland.
Easy work. Now I want you to play with her this round. Now, hear me? One of her eyes busted up. You can't really see too much from the eye. Do me a favor, box her now. Play with her. And if she tries to come in, then we start punching her. Don't box her so that she can win the round. Box her, play with her, touch her, boom, boom, boom. And when you get inside, if she tries to come in, then we break it.
This is where Serrano pushing Mercado back and working the body. She's going downstairs. Now, Mercado's still trying to counterpunch and getting a little bit done there. And that's the thing about Mercado. She keeps her head about her. Right hook getting in for Serrano, and she's very good at being aggressive here, and she got some of the body work in. And Mercado's still throwing that left hook counter. So Mercado is a very intelligent fighter and will counterpunch.
This is round number 4. And usually the MO for Serrano is start fast, pursue the early knockout, and then if it doesn't go according to plan, hey, she's got those long-range skills, the combination punching, she can control the fight.
Mercado has not fought a lefty since 2018. And one of her losses has come to a left-hander, so she's trying to deal with that issue.
She gets popped by the right hand from Serrano as Mercado moved forward.
Mercado and her camp feel that Serrano's aggressiveness, they can use that a little to their advantage. And she has landed some counter punches, but just not enough to put her in position to win these rounds.
Yep, Serrano trained by her brother-in-law, her sister Cindy, also a pro fighter. Under a minute left in the 4th. There's a left that landed for Mercado. Now Serrano going to the body before backing up, allowing Mercado to reset in the center of the ring. And look at the body shots landed. A whitewash for Serrano.
Yeah, she has gone downstairs so effectively, and Mercado not able to get there at all. Serrano now using her jab and right hook well in this round.
15 seconds left in the round. Left hand downstairs. Mercado comes upstairs with a left against the ropes.
This has been the closest of the rounds.
Oh, and Mercado lands a right hand to Serrano.
Let's go.
Breathe nice and deep. Now we're going into the 5th round. Now you got to start. Now you got to repeat what you've been doing and throw to the body. You need to start throwing to the body. When you get there, you get her good, but you just keep throwing hard, up and down. So work it. And keep walking towards your left.
Mercado did have some moments in that last round, and what I said was one of the closer rounds of the fight. Here's the right hand that got in. Not pronated perfectly, but a nice punch for her, and a demonstration that she's not a big power puncher, but that was a good right hand, and she repeats it. So that was the closest of the rounds. I don't know if Mercado won it, but she made it competitive.
Round number 5 scheduled for 10 2-minute rounds in this women's 126-pound championship fight. For Mercado, she started playing soccer as a child, took up boxing at the age of 11, turned pro at 16, which is really young for a female fighter.
Yeah, normally it seems they turn pro later on in life, and a lot of times it's because of professions. Well, guess what? She's a nurse, so you know, that adds to her load in life.
And she has a load to deal with in the form of Amanda the Real Deal Serrano. Serrano doing a good job of staying out of range, using the jab.
And her reach advantage in this fight is something she's utilizing, as you point out, effectively.
Couple of right hands close by Mercado.
The thing about Serrano that's interesting is she can win as a power puncher, but she also can win boxing.
Yes, and she wants to prove that she's more than just a knockout artist, and getting an opportunity here as Mercado overextending with that right, trying to close the distance, get past those disparities and the disadvantages that she faces.
Yeah, I think Serrano really felt like she could get a knockout earlier than normal in this fight. That hasn't happened yet, but she has been controlling these rounds, certainly.
Oh, and there's a stick jab that lands for Serrano. Goes downstairs to the body. Another shot to the body by the champion as we come to the end of the 5th. And Serrano unloading on Mercado to the body, attacking eating it like it was filled with candy.
Somewhere Mike McCallum is smiling.
The body snatcher.
Esto duele. Deep breath. He's breaking down. Esto duele. Deep breath.
Well, the body work by Amanda Serrano is really special, and she put it all on display here. Good left and then a right hand. Those were both superb body shots. She is just very good at going downstairs and then goes again with the right hook and the straight left. She's so committed to that in all her fights.
Let's do it with everything. Come on. Just go for it. Let's go.
Mercado's trainer, Miguel Reyes. Serrano's trainer, Jordan Maldonado, as I mentioned, her brother-in-law. As we begin the second half of this championship affair.
You know, Mercado's been cut 4 times in her career. That's one thing, luckily for her, she has avoided in this fight, even though she's taken some really good shots to the face. And Serrano landing 29 body shots, according to Schultz. That's 30, actually, to this point in this fight, which is really extraordinary.
Mercado trying to find a way to create an angle of entry, but Serrano has her along the ropes, and now Mercado trying to fight off the ropes.
Keep going, watch ahead.
Making it a rough and tumble affair at close quarters. Lead left hook to the body by the Mexican fighter.
Yeah, and a double left hook, and that's what they were urging her. Reyes was urging her in the corner to do. You know, the more Mercado gets stuck on those ropes, though, the more difficult it is for her.
Our unofficial score, Steve Farhood, has Serrano pitching a shutout at the midway point of her title defense.
Keep going. Yeah, it's hard to argue with that. One round was kind of close, but I still thought Serrano won it.
Serrano in possession of 2 of the 4 straps at 126 pounds as she continues to hunt. Mercado, a deviant smile crawling across the face of Serrano for a moment.
Big uppercut. That may have
Another left downstairs by Serrano.
I think Mercado was really hurt with that uppercut, and for the first time in this fight, there's some issues.
Yep, Serrano is sharp as a serrated edge here as we come to the conclusion of round 6. Serrano putting it on Mercado, but Mercado eats that left.
And then throw, you hear me? What round is this?
Vámonos. Repita tus combinaciones.
Just keep repeating. That's all you have to do. Just keep repeating. It's a combination and get mad. Get mad out there. This is for the title. Let's go. You want it? You want it? So go get it. Let's go.
Mercado's trainer, Miguel Reyes, motivating her, exhorting her to come on here in round 7. Easier said than done when you are facing one of the best pound-for-pound female fighters on earth in Amanda Serrano.
And in the last several rounds, Serrano's really shown us her sharpness. That last round especially, that was a very special round for her. Great combinations, terrific body work, also hurt Mercado, I think, with the right hook.
And Serrano keeping Mercado at bay by pawing out the right jab from the southpaw stance. And of course, against the southpaw, hard for Mercado to land her jabs.
And Serrano landing 43% of her power punches, which is everything other than the jab. And when you're at 40% or above, that's a good statistic.
minute left here in the 7th. Mercado hanging in, again moving up 4 pounds from her usual 122-pound. Serrano continues to batter Mercado at the end of the round. And earlier tonight, another Cleveland native, Charles Conwell, the Olympian, undefeated, faced another undefeated fighter in Juan Carlos Rubio in a 10-round, 140-pound fight. There was one knockdown in round 2, but it was all Conwell out.
Conwell was superb in this fight, using the straight right hand and hooks to the body very effectively. He's got a great arsenal of punches, and that's what he showed here, and ultimately getting Rubio out here in the 2nd round as the referee would stop it. Conwell, the Olympian, with yet another victory.
Yeah, Bruce is 16-0 with 12 knockouts, just 23 years of age. Another hometown fighter who got to feel the love tonight here in Cleveland earlier this evening.
Well, it's been a good night for Cleveland boxers so far. Jake Paul's listening, and he wants to keep that going.
Yeah, he is largely responsible for this huge crowd on hand here in his hometown. The main event still to come, but you are watching a 126-pound championship